Alright, what is up, everybody? We are back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having a good one. Today, got another daily NBA recap, your everyday NBA recap here today. Short slate, only 4 games on a Thursday, Halloween, but we're going to talk about those 4 games here in today's video. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. I really appreciate it. If you do like the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, do all stuff like that. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps out a lot. Join the membership. If you want to learn more about the membership, there's a video on my channel explaining all of it. You can go back and watch that. Links to my Twitters, all that stuff down in the description below. And yeah, don't waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. First game we're going to start with is Bucks and Grizzlies. The Grizzlies end up destroying Milwaukee. They win 122-99. The Grizzlies are now up to 3-3. The Bucks fall to 1-4. The Grizzlies, so many injuries, and they still dominate this game. Ja Morant was just spectacular. You know, I was like, dang, Ja, he's been playing well the first few games of the year, but I feel like he needs to be more aggressive, shoot the ball a little bit better and more. And he came out and had an excellent performance last night. 26, 10, and 14. Shot 9 for 16, 2 3-pointers. He was a plus 29 in this game. Just spectacular. I mean, you know, when Ja Morant's out there playing, he's one of the best shows in sports. Not just in basketball, in sports. He's one of the best shows in sports, and he showed it last night. Just a prime Ja performance. I mean, he threw a lob from sitting down to Santiago down, threw a couple lobs in this game. Had that corner 3 on Gary Trent, where he just kind of like, you know, hesitated, triple threaded him, and knocked it down. Like, just a highlight reel. Ja Morant performance. He was literally the difference in this game. You know, and then you got Santiago Aldama give you 19 points. Jaren had a solid game, 13 and 5. Zach Edey had 10 and 8. Jalen Wells had a really good performance as a starter, 16 and 7. He had 3 threes. Jake LaRavia had 11 and 10. He was a plus 30 in this game. Scottie Pippen Jr. gave you 16. And yeah, Milwaukee just couldn't stop him. Milwaukee just couldn't do anything. I mean, Memphis didn't shoot the ball super well from 3. They were 8 for 28 from 3, 28%. Yet they shot 52% from the field, 90% from the free throw line. Absolutely dominated the rebounding battle. 56-38. They had 20 more defensive rebounds in this game. They had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players with 5 or more rebounds and 3 players with 9 or 10. Won the assist battle as well, 26-20. Just a dominant performance of the Grizzlies game without Desmond Bane and without Marcus Smart. You know, like still being able to win like this is amazing. Ja Morant just putting on an absolutely amazing performance. He's just in control of everything. But for the Bucks, another very tough loss. They're 1-4. They've lost 4 in a row, and things are not looking great. I mean, this game they shot 42% from the field, 21% from 3, missed 11 free throws, 8 for 19. Again, dominated on the rebounding, on the rebounds. Giannis gave you 37 and 11. But after that, no one else can contribute. Dame had a really tough game, 1 for 12, 0 for 6, 4 points. He was a negative 29. Brook Lopez was a negative 35 in this game. Torian Prince, 5 points in 27 minutes. Gary Trent only played 18 minutes in this game. Bobby Portis was 5 for 14. No one else on the bench did really anything. And they just got dominated in every facet of the game. I mean, the rebounding, it just felt like every 50-50 ball, every loose ball, every possession that was up in the air, Memphis won it. You know, Milwaukee just couldn't get to it. You know, again, that was a lot of Brook Lopez as well. Just couldn't really get to the ball. Every 50-50, every loose possession, it went Memphis' way. The 3 ball just was not falling at all. And then add on top of that, Dame really struggling to shoot in this game as well. Just everything was bad for the Milwaukee Bucks. The bench couldn't provide a spark. Defensively, they were letting Ja Morant kind of just do what everybody just kind of do whatever they want. Santiago Aldama had like 3 lobs in this game, just running down the court, and Ja just found him for an easy lob. Like, it was just too easy. It really was too easy for Memphis, and Milwaukee just didn't provide any pressure at all in this game, you know? So, yeah, Milwaukee, I mean, I've already said it every time I talk about the Bucks so far. They look bad. They look really bad. And I don't know what really to fix, you know? Like, honestly, after that game, honestly, now it kind of looks like it's getting into their head. Because, again, all the 50-50, all the loose balls, the body language, it just looks bad right now in Milwaukee, man. But shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies getting a win without Desmond and Marcus Smart still being able to win, and Ja Morant having a prime Ja type of performance. Next, going to Rockets and Mavericks. Rockets win this game 108 to 102. They go to 3-2. Well, Dallas also falls to 3-2. The Rockets, they got to a really really good start. Outscored Dallas 34-21 in the first quarter. Hit a bunch of shots. Dallas just couldn't really. The three ball was just not falling for Dallas in the first half. And Houston really controlled this game. They dominated on the glass. They got the big men for Dallas out of the game. Really, Jalen Green hitting. Everybody was just hitting shots and playing with a lot of energy. For Houston, Dallas did make a comeback though. Kyrie kept him in this game. Luka, Clay hit a couple threes in the fourth quarter, but Jalen Green hit a huge 3-pointer to kind of seal this game, and Houston ends up getting the win. Houston shot. I mean, both teams did not shoot super well from three. Houston only shot 8 for 34 from three, 23%. But they were doing all other things, getting to the paint, scoring in the paint, dominated the glass, 50-37, 18 offensive rebounds in this game that led to so many second chance points as well. Only had 8 turnovers in this game, which is big. Got to the free throw line more as well. And then, yeah, Jalen Green, 23 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot 9 for 21, 3 threes. He had a big three. Alper Şengün was dominant in the paint, 17 and 12. Didn't have a good shooting night, only 5 for 16, but he did get to the free throw line a lot. 17 for Dylan Brooks, 14 for Jabari Smith Jr. I mean, Thompson gave him time off the bench. Tari Eason was big in this game, 15 points off the bench on shot 6 for 10. And yeah, Houston just made all the other little plays. Even though both teams' shots weren't falling, it was more, all right, we're going to get to the paint. We're going to get on the offensive glass, get second chance opportunities, and do things like that. Get to the free throw line. Like, we're going to do all the little things if our shot isn't falling. And that's a very veteran type of win. The Houston Rockets, especially hitting big shots when Dallas was, rolling on the comeback. Luke and Kyrie combined for 57 points. And just no one else really showed up with them. Clay was 5 for 13. PJ Washington had 6 points. Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively both only played 15 minutes because both were in foul trouble the entirety of the game. And they combined for 6 rebounds. The bench didn't do anything really. Spencer Dinwiddie's 0 for 5, negative 13. Quentin Grimes didn't do much in his 10 minutes. And yeah, the bench just didn't really do much. It was really just a Luka and Kyrie show. And when no one else is hitting shots around them, it's going to be kind of tough. They shot 33% from three. Again, the offensive rebounds just got dominated on the offensive rebounding front. And yeah, Ding also missed 6 free throws and gave up 27 free throws. So yeah, Dallas just not a sharp game for the Mavericks, really. Not a sharp game, especially for the others. But Houston did a great job of limiting one of the Mavericks' superpowers, which is the paint. When Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively get it going in the paint, it's just really hard to stop this Mavericks team. So Houston did a good job of limiting that, and for them being the aggressors, being like, okay, we're gonna get to the paint first, and we're gonna put pressure on them. So that's a really good win for the Houston Rockets. Next, we got Spurs Jazz. The Spurs dominate this game, 106-88. They go to 2-3. The Jazz still without a win, 0-5. Victor Wembanyama, the story of this game, had a second career 5x5, 25, 9, 7, 5, and 5. He was a plus 43 in this game. Looked a lot better. Looked a lot more impactful in this game. Like, he did take 13 threes. He was at the 3-point line a lot, but he was doing all the other things. I felt like that was missing. I felt like defensively he wasn't really being as sharp. He just wasn't really doing a lot of the other things. I felt like he was just trying to get a scoring going, but now he finally found it in this game. Looked a lot more comfortable out there. It was against the Jazz, but still, you take them when you can get them. And yeah, just looked a lot more comfortable out there. Showed why we consider Wemby, because he can do things like that, where he just absolutely took over this game and dominated every point of this game. Chris Paul also with a great performance, 19, 7, and 10. Shot 8 for 13, just a prime Chris Paul performance. Just made the Jazz look like high schoolers, really. I mean, he was just doing anything he wanted out there. And then, yeah, Jamie Solon gave you 11 and 5. Kellen Johnson had 13 off the bench. Just a good performance from the Spurs. They just took care of business, dominated this Jazz team that did not have Larry Markkinen. And yeah, they're pretty bad. Colin Sexton gave you 16. Keontae George had 15 points. 14 and 11 for John Collins. 12 for Kyle Filipowski got the start and was aggressive and had some good minutes. But yeah, the Jazz are pretty bad. Even worse than honestly I probably expected. And then even add in the fact that no Larry Markkinen is out there. Oh man, they're gonna get destroyed. But shout out to the Spurs, Wemby, but another Wemby like performance, which is what we want to see more of. And finally, we had Suns and Clippers in a very exciting game. The Clippers were dominating this game very early on. The Suns got off to a slow start again, but Phoenix locks in. Devin Booker takes it into his own hands, and the Suns climb back in, have an amazing third quarter, eventually end up getting this win, 125 to 119. They are 4-1. The Clippers fall to 2-3, down 21. The second time so far that the Suns been down 20 and found a way to come back and win. Devin Booker, phenomenal in this game, 45-8. Shot 11 for 18, 5 for 9 from 3, was 13 for 15 from the free throw line. When the Suns needed him, Devin Booker said, all right, it's my turn. And I feel like it's the first time this season I've seen Devin Booker lock in and be like, all right, not me. This is my turn now. I feel like he's been trying to get more people involved and trying to get everybody involved in the offense, which I understand. But at some point, Devin Booker was like, all right, it's my turn. This is my team. I got to do my thing. And when he's on that, he's one of my favorite players to watch, and he was absolutely spectacular in this game. KD give you 18, 5, and 4. Ryan Dunn with another great performance, 16 points. He had 4 threes. He was huge in the fourth quarter as well. Royce O'Neal had an amazing game, 21 and 7, hit 5 threes. He hit the dagger as well. Yeah, the team, I mean, they shot 51% from the field, 46% from 3, 18 for 39. I mean, that third quarter, they started, 15 for 15 in the third quarter. Like, just amazing stuff. They also only missed 5 free throws. Just a great game for the Phoenix Suns. Great way to stay in it. Had a rough start, another rough start. The Laker game that they won also was a rough start. The Lakers got off to an amazing, lead, and then they just kind of chipped their way back in. You know, Tyus Jones also had 11 assists with 7 points. Found a way to chip their way back in. Where shot after shot after shot, starting to lock in on defense, making things more uncomfortable for the other team. Devin Booker, Kevin Durant having the luxury of those two guys that, any second could go off and go on a streak by themselves. And then just once a couple shots start hitting, then everybody else, and Royce O'Neal starts hitting shots, and Ryan Dunn starts hitting shots, and Tyus Jones start making plays for others. And it's like, oh man. And then just the second half was a culmination of all those things, and the Suns end up getting a huge W. They're 4-1, and they look like, they have some fight in them. That was something that last year was missing for the Suns team. I felt like they just didn't have a lot of fight in them. And getting a win like this, especially without Bradley Beal as well in this game. Without Bradley Beal, still being able to come out and get a win like this is big. For the Clippers, very tough loss. James Harden gave you 25, 10, and 13. Norman Powell had 23 points. Zubac with 22 and 12. Derrick Jones had 11. Kevin Porter Jr. had a good game off the bench with 14 points. It's just they couldn't keep the foot on the gas, really. The three-point shot started missing. They shot 34% from three. Three ball started, being off. They couldn't guard Devin Booker at all. They could not stop Devin Booker. And once this team starts getting it going from three and lights it up, it's just going to be really tough for the Clippers to stop them. And yeah, the defense and the second half just kind of let them down for the Clippers. They fall back to 2-3. They still been playing good basketball though. It's an inspiring 2-3. They've been playing a lot better basketball than realized. It's just, the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns came out. They have this new identity now, and they're showing up. It's showing out. And Devin Booker, can't stress enough how Ryan Dunn has been playing so far as a rookie with not much expectations, and just coming out and doing that. That's amazing how he's been playing. But I like this Phoenix Suns team, man. I really do. They're playing with some fire under them, which I think is what they really needed. They're playing with some energy. They got Devin Booker, KD, and Bradley Beal all working together, and then when you get Tyus Jones and Ryan Dunn and Royce O'Neal and all those guys doing their thing, it's just this is a very tough team to beat, and this is gonna be a very scary team to play down the line. So yeah, man, the Phoenix Suns, man, they're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good right now. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you do like the content around here, consider subscribing, turn notifications, do all stuff like that. I'd really appreciate it. It really upset a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.